Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and press the subscribe button for me, please, and thank you. So today I am gonna switch it up a little bit, and I am going to vlog about my trucking career. Yes, I know, I'm a female trucker. Can you believe it? I can. So I have been driving trucks now for the past 3 years. The first 2 years of my trucking career, I was team driving. But for the last year, I've been on my own. With the exception of my 2 pups, but I haven't taught them how to drive yet. So they're learning, but they're not there yet. I've had 1 beagle, Sparky. I've had him for 7 years, and I just got Bella like 8 months ago. Yeah, so she's new to the family, but she acts as if I had her first. Like, she is such, I swear, a drama queen. That dog is a mess. She's a hot mess. But I will end up introducing them to y'all at a later time because they are calm right now, and I do not want to interrupt that at all. But so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. I'm currently on day 2 of this load. Now I know you're probably thinking, what happened to day 1? Did I miss it? Nah, you ain't miss it. I just didn't vlog it. Day 1 consisted of me coming back from home time. So all the crap that I had to buy for the truck, well, I won't call it crap, but all the stuff that I had to buy for the truck, food, cleaning supplies, I had to put my comforter and stuff back in the truck, get the dogs back in the truck, and day 1 is always chaotic for me whenever I return from home time. So that's why I didn't vlog day 1. But I will go ahead and give you guys a rundown of what happens. So day 1, I got my stuff in the truck. Well, before I got to the truck to put my stuff up, I had this load. I think I got it like Wednesday or Thursday when I was still at home. And so I've been waiting, or I've reached out to them. I reached out to them Friday so that they could go ahead and give me like my trailer assignment, because my truck had to go in the shop. So I couldn't take a trailer with me because I didn't know. I'm sorry, y'all, my dog is messing with the stand. But I didn't know how long it was going to take to get my truck out of the shop. So I didn't get a trailer because they have this new policy now. I don't know if it was just for the holidays or what, but if you're going to be home for more than 3 days, they don't want you to take a trailer. So I didn't. So I didn't get the trailer assignment until Sunday at about 9 o'clock in the morning. And the load that I picked up, it had all day until midnight to get picked up. But I had to drive 500 and some odd miles to even deliver the load to Simpsonville, Kentucky. So that was pushing it. That was already pushing it. I wanted to get up at 4 in the morning. That way I can go ahead and start looking for a trailer. But, you know, stuff don't work out like how you plan. So I didn't get the trailer assignment until about 9 something. and I had to get my stuff in the truck and all that good stuff. So I leave out, and I noticed that they had me picking up my trailer from Lake Park, Georgia. So I spent about 3 hours driving there to pick up the trailer, and then I had to turn around and drive another 3 hours to get back. Well, that might have been like, I think it was like 3 hours, yeah, because it really wasn't that big of a difference between where I live and where I had to pick up the load. So I drove 3 hours to get there, and then another 3 hours to pick up my load. I make it to Shorter, Alabama. I needed to get fuel, and I needed to grab a bite to eat and possibly go ahead and shut down, because I only had 2 hours left, and I had to go through Montgomery and Birmingham, Alabama. Montgomery, TA, nah, they already be full before, what, 6 o'clock yet, maybe. They might have a couple spots left, but I have never, ever, well, I parked, me and my teammate, at the time, we had parked at the TA in Montgomery, Alabama one time, and have never parked there again. So I just went ahead and shut down in Shorter, Alabama. I did my post trip, and then I noticed that a service light was out on my trailer, so I had to wait until yesterday morning before they could get it in the shop, because there wasn't a technician available. So he got to the trailer at a little bit before 8, because they work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So then I got that, and then I had to drive the 500 miles. Then, so I was like an hour and a half out from my first stop, and I decided to call the customer and see if they would still be open. Thankfully, I called him, because he said by the time I would have made it here yesterday, which would have been like 6 or a little after 6, they wasn't gonna have anybody to unload me. So he just said, come back at 7:30 in the morning. I was like, all right, cool, thank you. So here I am at the customer now. I got here a little after 7:30. It really didn't matter, because my appointment was yesterday. But I got stuck in a little bit of traffic, so whatever. But nobody asked any questions. So they're getting me unloaded. Y'all, I found with this load, this is so crazy. So my first stop's in Simpsonville, Kentucky. I'm here now. They get 8 paper rolls, because that's what I'm carrying. Y'all, my next stop, all the way in Minneapolis, Minnesota, they have 1 freaking roll. Like, really, like, y'all did not have to put this load on me. I mean, the second load, like, they could have waited until Bella moved. That's Bella, y'all. But they could have waited until they had like at least 3 more rolls before they decided that they needed a new order. Alright guys, so I just finished driving. I am currently in Poinnette, Wisconsin, and I think that I am about close to 4 hours away from my drop off. Unfortunately, with me being up here in Minnesota, there really isn't that much freight up here, not with the company that I'm with. And so I tried to find a load myself earlier today when I took my 30-minute break, but there were 3 loads on the board. And I mean, I could only move one of them if I wanted to, but it was paying low. It was paying pretty high for the load itself because it was only 200 and something miles, but it only paid 400 and something. And that's, let's see, it picked up on the 26th, so they wanted it on the 27th, so I still needed something to get me, what, like 3 days. And I just knew that I could get more for the rest of the week, so I didn't take that load. And I had my manager hopefully find me a better load, and it looks like she did. I got a load going to, actually, I'll talk about that tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So I just finished walking the dogs. I did my pre-chip first, and then I walked the dogs. So I'm gonna go ahead and go inside to get a cup of coffee because it is freaking cold outside, guys. It is 33 degrees here. And so I do apologize if my face looks dry, but I've just been outside for like 15 minutes. Well, actually 30 minutes. 15 to walk the dog, 15 to do my pre-trip. So I actually feel pretty good today, so I don't feel like I need a cup of coffee, but the fact that it's cold outside says otherwise. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my coffee, and after that I'm about to pull out. Hey guys, so just a quick update, because I know you guys haven't seen me since this morning. So I drove the 4 hour, well actually it was like, well, almost 4 hours. It was 3 hours 48 minutes. So I drove that to get to my drop off, dropped it off. It literally took him a minute, to take the roll off of me. And so that's why I didn't shoot, because I was only there for 5 minutes, if that. So I just made it to my drop off, or my pickup, I'm sorry. And with that, I'm about to go ahead and let down my landing gear and completely unhook from the trailer and then disconnect to my new trailer. So you guys will get to see that. Alright, so now I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go ahead and connect to the trailer I'm supposed to pick up, and I will have that on me for a day or two. This is a lot of mud. Literally didn't have to drive far. My trailer is right here. That was across the parking lot. already set my brakes or release. I don't know if I want to put my stand down because there's a bunch of mud on the ground. So after I connect to my trailers, I like to do tug tests. I know that I have 3 years worth of experience, but I still like doing my tug tests just to be on the safe side. So this one I had to do like really light because there's a bunch of mud on the ground and I don't want to lose traction, most importantly, but I don't want to get stuck by digging a bigger hole. So now I'll go ahead and hook up to the trailer, reconnect my hoses, and let my landing gear up. And I'm gonna see if there's a seal on the back of the trailer. There should be, but I don't know. So we'll see.